Alright guys, what's up? We're back with more Link to the Past. I'm going to turn up my microphone. I understand it has been really low, from what I've at least noticed myself. Now, in the last episode we were at the entrance of the Tower of Hera, third dungeon. Let's get on with that. This is a really short dungeon. It's the shortest in the game, unless you count the very first castle encounter. Which I don't. So this is definitely the shortest real dungeon. Really, it's a really short dungeon in itself, just for the dungeon part of it. But then when you add in the boss, if you'd like, which I certainly would not. That was a nice block. Which I would not disregard that boss, because it is one of the most difficult in the game. Probably somewhere on my list between, I don't know, I'd say maybe. I don't know, the one moth boss and the last boss, and it's somewhere in there. I don't know. It's pretty tough. But when you first get in there, you're gonna want to enter the room on the left. Yeah. And then instead of going on the right, which would make sense, we're gonna go up here. And those are immune to boomerang assaults, as well as these guys. They're also immune. So we're gonna pull out our bow and arrow if you prefer. You don't have to actually kill them, but I'm going to. Shoot them with your bow and arrow. I think this is the map. Get our map. Okay, shoot him. Yep. Talk to Mr. S again, if you want. There's a little thing right there, a telepathy thing, if you want to use that. We're gonna use the key we just got on this door. But yeah, I mean oh yeah, okay, right here you're gonna enter in. You can't really avoid it. You actually, I think, you have to just you have to wait. I like to straddle back and forth here. There's really no good way. You can't stay in the doorway like usual, because it forces you out. If they're coming from like up where it would not be good, well, that was weird. Ooh. Or if they spawn on you as well. Just try to hit them with your sword. Just back up, get a wall. If they're really close to you, then make it so they're not, and have a spin attack out and ready. That'll block it. Like so. And yeah, it does form a skull, if you hadn't noticed. Nothing in the pots, which is annoying to me. And here, we don't have to kill these guys, so I'm not going to. I'm going to skip right past them. No point in the fuss. These guys we do, though, I think. So, go ahead and kill them. Or no, I don't think we do. We don't even have to, but it's easier. Throw some pots at them. Light up the torches. The boss key. I already got the big key, which is really, like I said, it's a quick dungeon, but the boss does make up for it. So despite it's the short, these guys, I'm about to kill them in a second. Oh, oh, I gotta go back. Is the rupee still there? It is in midair. All right, run out. Yeah, but a lot of people argue it is the hardest boss. I wouldn't agree with that. The only thing that is really tough about it is the fact we don't really have that many items right now to fight him off with. So as opposed to like the next, like the later on bosses where we have the cape, which makes us completely invincible for a short period of time, or stuff, anything like that, really. We don't have any of that, so we have to pretty much just fend them off with our sword and our sword alone. But we'll get to that when we come there. Here we can't get back in any way, so we're going to use our mirror. That's going to send us to the entrance of the dungeon, where then from there we can go to this part now and get just make progress. I don't even know. I think we got I don't know if we got our compass yet. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure if there is one. Oh yeah, these guys. Okay, sorry. These guys are basically like octopus people, I call them. I mean, they're not people, but that one you can step on the switch if he's right there, and you can time it good, and he'll fall right down. They're immune to just about everything you want to throw at them. They're immune to bow and arrow. They just absorb a lot in general. The best way to handle them is to knock them into one of those holes in the ground. And if you have to use your sword, definitely use spin attacks. You can knock a bunch out and fall into a hole, just like myself. Yeah. And I went the wrong way. Okay, well, we're going back. We're not dealing with those guys. And yeah, this makes a good point. If you ever get to a part in the dungeon that you don't feel like walking back to where you were, if it is shorter, you can use your mirror. It takes you right back to the entrance at all times, and that'll do the trick. But as for these guys, they are annoying after a while, especially if you have these holes in the ground, which usually they are accompanied by those. Pots are the best way to handle them, but there's not always pots either, so. I missed it. I wasn't even thinking about it, actually. I hit that one. I didn't even need to hit that. Oh, I did. Depending on which way the switch is, you're going to have to do that. Try to hit him in the hole if you can. It's hard. I mean, wasn't turned the right way. Because they don't always bounce the way you're actually hitting them. It's just a matter of them cooperating. I don't think we can... Oh, no, we can. Kill you, and then once you do that, you're going to be heading up to a room. Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, this room again. There are these things. They're chasing me. Okay. Okay, good throw. Good throw. Yeah, spin attacks or bottles. Best way to, or pots, I mean. Best way to kill him. This one I don't even have to kill, but I'm going to, because just the sight of him just makes me sick. Kill that one. This is our compass. Now, we can't do anything with this stuff up here. Even though we have our big key, we can't open that yet. Now, there is a way if you put a bomb down. If I were to turn around and put a bomb down like right here, maybe a little bit further up, it would blow me up and push me back, and I would land on that platform without having to do the actual way they want you to do it. I'm not going to do that, but it's worth noting for anyone that wants to try it out. It's actually pretty fun. It doesn't actually get you anywhere. I mean, you still have to progress in a normal way, but it's worth the shot if you haven't done it before. That guy just knocked himself into that hole, which helps me out. That one's gone. Come on. That one's gone. And then you have these red ones, which are fast. Well, not that one. Oh, wait, did he fall? I think he fell. Wow, that was the easiest time I've ever been in this room. Stay away from that red thing. Just like in Mario, it hurts if you touch it. Now, you're going to notice this little gray thing on the ground. There's a reason for that being there. Basically, we're going to need to switch the block, so we might as well go back. But basically there is a spot. I'm not sure if I can do it from this point. I think I could have, yeah. But hold on, let me go ahead and switch this block real quick. Ooh. Back here. Yeah, definitely have the orange up, or I'm sorry, down. So whatever color this pearl thing is, whatever color it is, that's the color that's currently down. And it's red, and I know red isn't orange, but you get the idea, because blue is blue. I missed. These guys are annoying too, because they're always accompanied by these bar things that keep them from you actually being able to hit them. Like I said, the best way to kill them is with pots or bow and arrows, which brings up a good point about how deadly pots actually are in this game. Now, we're gonna go ahead and hit this star. Yeah. Yep. It's fine. Yeah, we're gonna need to do that for, I believe. Oh yeah, yeah. Yep. So we'll hit that star, make this tile or this space appear. And by the way, these are all fake. These cracks in the wall, none of them can actually make a hole in the wall. So completely ignore them. Do not waste your bombs on them. But you're gonna want to open up this hole and then barely fall out the top of it. You notice it said top, very important. Get your moon pearl. And head back up. Now once we're back in here, you can fill up any hearts you need. I prefer not to use them as much. Save them for when you're actually hurt. and head up to the boss. Now this one I think is Moldorm. I hope. Those little guys I think are just called baby Moldorms. Now, okay, everyone has their own different strategy with this guy. Honestly, I like to stay in the middle and just wait for him to come to me and dodge as best as I can. And if he hits me, you know what? Oh well. Yeah, I'm actually getting a lot of good hits on him right away. You have to hit his tail. That's the thing. And everywhere else on his body is completely invulnerable. And if you're lucky, like I am right now, but I just talked this boss up like he was the hardest thing in the world, but he ended up being really easy. I really would have liked to get some more strategy in there because I know some people are going to struggle with it. If he's moving around, when he starts moving around sporadically, I'd use this like little spot here, this little hole in the ground. Use this as a distance. Keep distance between you two because obviously he can't go in it. He can't go past it. So use that as like kind of a barrier to keep a median between you and him. You can also use this back wall right here. Obviously. Oh, okay. This is a nice way to kind of like back you up against the wall. But don't take it as a sense of safety, because he can still very well easily knock you out into the ground. If he hits you from either side, he will knock you out. So just keep that in mind. And overall, if you stay in the middle and wait for him to come to you, say he's coming down from this direction and you're standing right here when he does, you can move up. And if he moves up, you move down. Just keep opposite direction with him and wait till his tail is in your range and swing. As soon as you hit him, I recommend getting away because he's going to speed up eventually. I think his eyes coordinate with his speed, like how fast his eyes are spinning. So say you hit him right here, right, and he's standing like right here. Move this way and just kind of keep your distance. And also, it's recommended to keep your sword at his direction. Or no, I'm sorry, it's recommended not to, because if he hits you like the direction say his head rams right into your sword, it's not going to do any damage against him, and it's not going to save you because you're just going to keep backing up, and he's going to keep hitting you and hitting you and hitting you, and you might fall off, which is a much worse alternative than just taking the damage if he hits your soft side and maybe you get knocked back a little bit, but you're immune for a little bit. It gives you time to get back to the middle and possibly target up a spin attack. So just a couple different ways there to take them out. Honestly, everyone's going to have their own good ways to do it. I was honestly really surprised I beat him on the first try this time. That's about it. Now I'm going to get our, I believe, courage, or wisdom. It's wisdom. Pendant. Now I think it's going to tell us to go to the Lost Woods and get the Master Sword. That's all for this. We will be doing that in the next episode, so if you need to, yeah. I'll see you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.